Listen. Yeah. Yes, dog. Get that out of there. Random noises coming out of my mouth. No, I have a little bit of a coffee rush here, so please forgive me. The caffeine has fully kicked in with the espresso shot. I thank you, but I needed it, and I think you will too, for we are going to be talking about an episode of season 18 of RuPaul's Drag Race. Episode 3, it's another RDR Live. And you may have found that enjoyable. Lovely. I'm going to break it down for you, as well as getting into an animal runway. That was stupid, but whatever. Where we see some people really take it there and some, okay, we're going to try. Plus a lip sync that, well, no shade. But I will say I'm still invested in this season. But this wasn't my favorite episode so far. However, I was happy for somebody's W. And I think that was my favorite skit out of the night. But yeah, we're going to talk about it today. I'm not going to keep you here for too long. Promiseth, I promise. I won't keep you here for too long. Just a little bit of a long-winded conversation as usual, but not too in the bag, if you will. So I'm going to get my social medias out the way and get this show started, but I do appreciate you for tuning into this live this Saturday afternoon, evening, possibly the morning time. And if you're watching this on the playback, what's up? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that like button now that you're in the door. And also before you walk out said door, leave a comment after this video talking about said episode and what was your favorite moment or not. Shout out to everybody watching this on portrait mode. You got the phone turned like this, up and down, vertical stream, and yeah, because I think I will be doing that for our, RuPaul's Drag Race specifically, but other shows not so much. But I do appreciate y'all for tuning in either way. Shout out to Emrika, one of my moderators in the live chat right now. Appreciate you, my baby, all the way out there in France. Tuning in, making sure y'all know where you can find me. Support if you wanted to do anything in reference to this channel and your boy. Thank you, Emrika. They've also been kind to do the timestamps when they do have time available, and I appreciate them for that. Love you, Emrika. And shout out to PotLab PhD. How you doing, baby? I see you're also up in this piece as one of my moderators today. Appreciate you for being here, and shout out to everybody who is here today just tuning into this live stream. Let me go ahead and get my socials and get this show started, because in reality, we don't have to do this. It's not a 2-hour stream. I'm not shading the episode. It's always 2+ when we have a lot to talk about today. This one was more of a good run through because we've had it before and we sort of like felt where it's going here. Angel baby. Yeah, no, if you love the episode, I'm not taking it away from you. I was fine with the episode. The episode did not make me go, oh, this is boring. I actually enjoyed it for the most part, but I've noticed a lot of chatter online in reference to it going like, oh, RDR Live. And I'm like, well, for somebody like me that likes SNL, I'm into the episodes like this. I do like stuff like that. I've always wanted to be in sketch comedy. So like for me, I enjoyed it, but others may feel a little bit different. Now, I will say that I have been talking to Japanel, and I'm going to try to see if we can get a episode out possibly for Monday or like Tuesday, but I've hit up the panel and asked so far. So we may end up doing like a Monday or Tuesday night stream, possibly. If not, I can try to see for the next week. But I want us to have like a Drag Race and Traders conversation with the entire gang. So I will keep you abreast on that situation and see when the panel will reconvene again. Yeah. Okay. Social medias are as follows. It's at Matty-Rants everywhere except for Twitter, which is now X. That's at the Matty-Rants. I have a Linktree link that'll take you where you need to go if you wanted to get there. I also do reactions on Patreon. I got this episode posted now for your consumption. For your consumption, I got this episode posted just for you. No, I got this episode posted on my Patreon. So for as low as $1 a month, you can watch this Traders Canada's Drag Race season 6 finale and soon to be UK versus the world's newest season. So check me out on Patreon. It's a good time over there. You get my real-time reactions, and sometimes I gotta pause the video and go off just a tad bit. But yeah, check out my Patreon. Also, merch available at dragqueenmerch.com, bookable on Cameo. I also have a PO box if you want to send anything to that. That's all in the about section. There's a Discord for the rant pack. You do need to go through a little bit of a question because we don't want it to be trollish. We want it to be a safe space for the people who enjoyed this show as well as want to communicate with each other. Just like how I need to have this live chat up right now, and I just remembered to do that. Check us out over on the Discord over there, and shout out to Liam for putting that together. Ow, throat. So I think I got all of the socials and stuff out the way so far as a reminder, because, you know, we got some opinions today and some people take me just a little bit too seriously. I like to have fun over here. I mean, no ill will towards anyone, but I am going to talk some stuff. And sometimes people don't like that because, you know, when you like someone a lot, you don't get to talk up. Whatever. Disclaimer, this program is for entertainment purposes only and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs. And all opinions expressed by myself are just solely my personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program. So please don't be rude and grab your libations and strap in because I'm a little bit of a talker. You're going to be here for somewhat of a while. Not really. Don't post these words in the chat. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, consume some Matty-Rants and have yourself a good old nasty poop, if you will. And if you want to throw a little love in my jar, please and thank you. You do not have to, but if you want to, it would be most certainly appreciated, especially in these times. It's PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. I have had to postpone my car getting looked at until Monday, so pray that I do not have to pay a lot of money. And for whatever the issue is with my vehicle, but it's burning a lot of oil right now, and we need to figure out why. And the oil tank is not leaking, so that's where we're at. That is literally where we're at. But I have put oil in the car. I did my own oil change because I'm a big guy. No, I'm just kidding. But I think I need to put just a little bit more in there to get through the weekend until I get to Monday. I got a morning appointment to get it checked out. And hopefully it's just like, oh, it's just something little. Here you go. I'm praying. I want it to be like $200 or less. Like that's where I'm at. But every time I go to the cash, it's so not that. You'll be like the part's like $40, but the labor's like $300. You're like, girl, now what happened here? Can I do this at home? I will be that person. I'm gonna ask. Can I do this at home? Can I go to AutoZone and get it done? Like before you make a move on the vehicle, tell me if it's something I can do. Because I will look up a YouTube video very quickly. I do not mind getting my hands dirty. Okay. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Appreciate y'all. My cats do say hello. Mamu-chan is right over here. He's been very attached lately, and I've been enjoying that. And Mina is off in the corner, I think, taking a nap. Thank God. So she's not howling and stuff because she likes to get the attention. Isn't that right, Bubby? You want to say hi? Oh. This chair. Excuse me. Let's bring in the firstborn. Oh, hey, big guy. There he go. There go Mr. Mamu. There he go. Okay, listen, we can go ahead and get this show on the road today. Once again, I appreciate you for being here and tuning in. I know. Mamu has asthma, in case anybody wants to know. And yes, we've been taking care of that. He has a little air thing I put on his face at night, and he takes medication. My poor baby. That's why you hear him huffing and puffing like this and all that stuff. We figured this out his last vet visit, which was last year. So he's good, isn't he? Oh, don't you dare lick my face. Okay, I'm gonna get you down, Bubba. Okay, I'm gonna get you down. He's like, all right, stop parading me, Daddy. Hold on, Bubby. Okay, can I put you in the chair and you just walk down? Okay, do that for me. Thank you. Oh, you gonna sit in the chair? No, you're not. You're not gonna sit in this chair with me. Are you? Are we about to do that? Is this about to happen? We have to share? I should put you on the ground. Okay, let's see here. Matt, get back in the camera. Oh, my little pookie poops. You want me to put you on the ground? Oh my God, he's the spoiled one. See, Mina can do this, but he be like, you have to take me. Put me places. Okay, here you go. There you go, buddy. And it's fresh water, so don't do that thing that cats do where they like, can you put more food in the bowl? I already just put food in the bowl. I just want to see you put food in the bowl. Ew, they drive me nuts. I have to teach them. Don't do that because we waste some food. All right, let's get to it. Episode 3, season 18. It's an RDR Live and a runway. Hi, everybody. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Love you. Let's see here. Okay. Let me get all my notes up and everything is together. Yeah. Shout out to those who are tuning in today, whether it's through the portrait or the landscape. And let me make sure that the live comments are up and everybody can see. We're going to do wide. And boom, we got it. Bow. And it's connected. All right, here we go. Didi Fuego was eliminated last episode. And that's sad. And Mandy Mango is still here and has a lot to prove. And I was excited to see it. This lady said they're a performer, and that's what we're going to hope happens. Now, Athena was Dion'd yesterday. I'm just kidding. That was stupid. What does that even mean? Athena was, hey, almost eliminated, or at least close to on the first episode. It was a little tough. Mama is, considered to be of the upper echelon, if you will, when it comes to drag. And there's some respect at this time that's put into her geesh. But she did feel a little ways about Didi sort of throwing her under the bus, but it is what it is, and they want to move forward. Briar loves messing with Athena, and it is somewhat cute, but it's also interesting because as much as I am not really going to dive into Untucked, I have to now bring Untucked into this because it's going to follow through into this next episode for next Friday. The way this is coming off cute in the regular episode, and then we get to Untucked and the girls are like, she does a little too much. I was like, oh, it's cutesy a little bit with this edit. But then when we get to Untucked and they're like actually breaking it down a little bit, apparently there was a moment when Mia said something that was kind of like Briar took it real personal, and even Sarah was like it really wasn't that deep, and it was sort of like I clocked what happened. You know what I'm saying? And it's like there was something about the way everybody came in and said she does sometimes not know when to just chill, if you will. And so I think somewhat Briar does admire Athena and does like to play with her at the same time and does like to like pick. I like Briar too. I'm not really, thrown off by her, but I just found it funny and interesting how in the episode it's played kind of cutesy. When we get to Untucked, there's actually a conversation about it where it's like, is it too much? And I'm like, interesting. Is Untucked worth it this week? I mean, for that moment, if you want to kind of get into where next week you see how Mia and Briar are arguing at the beginning of the episode, somewhat of Untucked gives a little bit of a brief understanding about where that's coming from and where that's going, if you will. So I would say for that purpose, yes, watch Untucked, because it was a little bit tea spilling in terms of like what is going to be the beef in the situation going into the next episode versus you waiting till we get to the next episode, then it being like an explanation 15 minutes into that mother. Like watch Untucked and it's already going to tell you how Mia feels about it versus how Briar feels, because they didn't address it when we got to the back. Oh, that's okay. See, that's me talking about Untucked, but also laying into this episode the groundwork here. Oh yes, that's very much it. It's you need to watch it because it does give a little bit of context to what is going to happen next week. So yes, look at me getting there in the most long fashion. Listen, Mia's laugh is the gospel to Kenya, but RuPaul's contact lenses are seeing into a distant future, while a good suit, if you will, steps into the room. Bald head, rub it like it's the stump at the Apollo. Steve Harvey, da 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 da. It's RDR Live. I'm personally a big fan of SNL. As y'all know, I'm a huge fan of like people like Amy Poehler and Maya Rudolph, Bill Hader. Like there's a Fred Armisen. Like there's a lot of folks that are from SNL, especially during specific times and seasons where I just lived and breathed for it. And shout out to Kenan Thompson, who's on there right now, who we, especially as millennials, know him from all that, the Kenan and Kel show, Good Burger, the list goes on. And so he's the longest running member of Saturday Night Live right now. I forget how many seasons it is specifically, but like he's been on there for a good minute. And he's one of my favorite people on there right now because they lost a lot of people who I used to watch. Eagle's not on there no more, and I don't like that. That's my girl. I was like, why you leave, sis? But like, I don't know. I'm still a big fan of SNL. And it always just depends on the skit sometimes. I'm not going to, toot their horns and say that it's always perfect. There are a few times it's like, what is this? Not funny, but yeah, I did like RuPaul's time on there. If y'all haven't seen RuPaul's SNL, debut and all that stuff, you need to watch it. But there is a specific skit that was not aired. That was the funniest one. And I don't know why it wasn't aired. I guess it was cut for time. And I know some people don't like this individual right now, and I'm a little bit mad at him for that stuff he was saying about Jasmine Crockett. But that skit with Bowen Yang and him when they're in the coal mine and they're doing a dynasty skit is one of the funniest things they've done. In Rue 8, that whole part was great. The Designing Women skit was good too, but that one was on the episode. That's a good one too. But the coal miner one, you got to find it on YouTube. It's good. I'm mad at Bowen, but I'm not gonna lie, it's really good. I was like, okay, sister. I cannot believe they cut that one for time, but it was so especially how Rue came in on like the coal mining like mine cart. It was like, God, it was very hilarious. I don't know, but you may find it interesting. Sorry, I went on kind of long with that, but yeah, continuing on. So RuPaul tells them they're doing RDR Live. They're gonna have to like basically pick out their parts for each of the skits that are gonna take place. And Juicy's a bit nervous right now because this is not their forte. This is not their wheelhouse. Mama is scared. I get it, but we gotta push through on these things now. We got to. They're going through the parts, and this is where Briar gets the genius idea of continuing on with the narrative of picking and playing with Athena, with having herself be the inner saboteur for Athena being the host of the SNL sketch. But the thing is that Athena doesn't want to do that. They want a different role. They already do this for a living. I really think Athena wanted to just show themselves in a different light. And it's like now we're getting pigeonholed again, just like we didn't get a chance to be in a group the last time. Now y'all are putting me in a position where it's like, well, you would be good at this. You would be good at that, Athena. It's like, bitch, can I get my own thing? Athena fell under that pressure. And I said, okay. And she ends up being the host, and Briar gets away, and she's going to play with that. If it puts her in the bottom, it does. If it doesn't, it is what it is. But I think they do be playing with Vita, but it is kind of funny just how she reacts to everything. But I'm also like, okay, girl, give her a little bit of a break. Give her a little bit of a break. Just a little bit. Okay. Listen, everybody's in their groups now. We got the Lipstick Lesbians with Vita, Nene, and Kenya. I'm not going to lie. I am becoming a Nene Coco stan. That runway was everything. And she did one of the animals that I loved so much growing up that I always thought was amazing. And it was also considered to be the most dangerous like thing you can find in the jungle. Like, if y'all don't know about poison dart frogs, please do yourself that favor of going on a YouTube video and looking them up, as well as the pangolin. This is for coming from somebody who wanted to be a marine biologist and also was interested in being a veterinarian, until I realized, like, oh my God, science. Oh. I get to with poop. No. And I love animals, but I hate scooping the cat litter. Ain't that right? But I always do, because this place ain't going to be smelling like nothing but the freshest of daisies. But yeah, I kid you not. I am really enjoying Nene this season. Again, that Meet the Queens did not sell me on Mother, and now I'm like, oh, she's kind of chewable. All right, this is a good Flintstone gummy. I'm here for it. All the vitamins necessary, but I'm also here for Kenya wanting to go into the overacting bit of it. This is exactly what you're supposed to do for stuff like this with RuPaul. There is a little bit where it goes over, but it is a place in how you're trying to make sure that you do what you got to do. MDR216, let's start getting into the live comments here. I sort of thought Kenya's performance was top win, maybe not her runway, but high safe. The runway made me realize I need to learn more animals. I had no idea what some of them were. Hey, a lot of us don't know about a whole bunch of animals. For me, I grew up 7-day Adventist, so we weren't allowed to like do anything on like Saturdays, like look at TV and stuff, except if it was the Christian Network, or if it was Animal Planet or National Geographic. Like, if it related to the world, my parents found their like loophole with God, saying that, well, you're learning about God's world, so you can watch that stuff. So for me, I spent some of my Saturdays after church just watching nothing but Animal Planet and National Geographic about all animals. And I became obsessed with that stuff. So like, that's where my like knowledge of like, you know, different sorts of sort of species and this, that, and the other, and being like, oh, I know about this and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, I was the guy for Shark Week too. I was there for Shark Week, but Animal Planet's not like it used to be. Just like how MTV is. Ooh, I don't want to drag you, Animal Planet, but you do have a lot of reality shows on there now that have really barely anything to do with animals anymore. It's kind of sad to see a lot of television not be where it used to be. So, yep. But let's move forward. If you've noticed, I'm watching shows about them creating like fish tanks and shit. I'm like, girl, what is going on? I'm like, I mean, that does have something to do with it, but I know more about this man and his business and his sister and his like friend's mama than I do about the actual like what we're talking about here for this channel. It's wild. Haunted, that sounds familiar. Have I seen that? I think I've seen that. I don't know. I have moments where I just have those days where I am stuck on it. Has that been any of y'all where like there's a day where you just find a network of television that you normally wouldn't watch, and it's just, you just keep it on? Like a Lifetime day, or possibly like a USA network, or wherever you're at in this world, like you have a streaming app and you just put something on and you're just like, and you just leave it on, and now you're all like absorbed into it. That is unfortunately once a week for me. And this week it was because last week it was Law and Order. This week it was The Office, because I started rewatching it again. And I love The Office, but I did a whole little marathon. God, that last season was terrible. But I did enjoy the last 2 episodes. Made me cry. Anywho, Q&N News is, to me, one of the more difficult skits when it comes to the SNL bit, because you really have to have like good timing, especially with the jokes that are coming out here and what you want to do for this skit. And then you also have a character that's supposed to be sort of like the person coming in to like throw everything off a tad bit, give you a little bit of a side story. Jane, in this moment, feels a little like there's a target on my back. I did well the last episode. I was in the top the first. I won. Like, I want to do well, but I'm a little bit nervous. How do y'all feel about this? I'm like, sister, what is going on? I'm celebrate your talent. Come on. If you're chewing, you're chewing. And she doesn't want anyone to be mad at her. And she's giving very like, I felt a little anxiety from Jane here, but I was thinking to myself, like, girl, do not worry. I think maybe more on a level of the judges seeing them as a front runner. Was it, I can see that being something where it's like, oh shit, I don't want to be this person who, like, I have now shown all of this, and then all of a sudden when I think I'm giving my best, they're like, we remember the first week. That I get. But when it was like, I don't want the girls to hate me, I was like, hey, you better be living on this high because you're doing it. And you did well this episode, personally, I thought. But yeah, I don't know. This storyline from Jane, I was like, sister, I need you not to worry. Because you low-key giving competition, and I kind of like that. Even Discord over here talked about if Jane is in the top again. I also have another revelation outside of me being a Nene Coco stan. Discord's runway, I don't know if it's because she had a huge fucking boot, or if it was like there was an orthopedic slip in there from Dr. Scholl's or whatever. The walk was less horrible, and it kind of made more sense with the outfit. It's still like ew, but something about the way that with the shoe, I was like, okay, this is not as horrible looking as it's been before. I have to give her coots for that, because I was like, maybe there's a little gel slip in, something to do with the bunion on that foot. Maybe she got bad ankles. Maybe it's something like a cracked heel. She's recovering from surgeries. I don't know, but I was like, maybe there's a little orthopedic like boot that she's got going on here, and that's why she's able to slip and slide a little bit better. She still looked crazy walking, but like I was like, okay. I'm not gonna be RuPaul here and glaze your donut and lie to you, because low-key she just enjoys laughing at that girl walking. Like, let's be very clear. When RuPaul was like, no, don't change a thing, because she wants to keep giggling, sister. Stop that. Please don't stop. Please give me something to kiki at every time I see you walk. I thought that was hilarious. Oh, goodness gracious. Y'all like, Matt, you being kind. No, it's still a fool. I have to give some kind of grace in this. I felt that there was a little bit more cushion and a little bit of a chunkier boot, so she wasn't like, like it always looked like she's about to fall backwards. Like, no shade. Every time I see Discord walk here, I am taken back to Wendy Williams, like literally falling out on her show. It almost looks like she's in mid-lean from that happening, and then she starts moving. Like, she's like, I ain't going down, so I'm just keep on walking until I get to my car. It's giving that, like, a little bit. No. Juicy was scared, but Mikey was here to help. Our special guest this week came in to, of course, give some advice. This was very interesting to watch, because it was like, I want all 8 of you to come to this table, and I'm only going to talk to 2 of you. I need a group, but 2 of you about to get a conversation. The rest of y'all, we don't have time for that. Maybe later. I thought the edit was a little bit doop, 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 but I was kind of thankful because there's still a lot of people in the competition. Mikey had a moment. Baby. RuPaul. The story with their dad and everything, I thought was really sweet. I do have little moments like that with my pop, where we had like bonding moments growing up over certain shows and movies. It was James Bond for me and my dad. Like, if a movie came out, we all had to go see it. It was a thing because he was a big Bond guy. So I thought this was really cute. But I was like, Mikey got all teared up and stuff. I said, oh, baby. I said, Ru, you got to give them the win now, bitch. This is personal. No, Mikey, I'm not laughing at that. But to me, I thought, oh, Mikey might get the W here because they're about to like really push through and show out. So it was funny to me. I said, Ru said, are you about to cry? I said, oh my God. Oh my goodness. I thought it was hilarious. Anywho, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here today. We're talking about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, Episode 3 here today. I appreciate you for tuning in. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rampack family. Appreciate you so much for tuning in and being here today. Whether or not you are on the portrait mode watching it, just like this, or if you're in landscape mode, I appreciate you for tuning in. If you do want to throw a little bit of love in your boy's jar for hosting with the most today, please and thank you. It is paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Let's get to the RDR skits. We got the Tuckahoe County Fair, and we have Discord and Mamma Mia over here starting this up. I gotta be real with you. They did a fine job. This was good and decent. Yeah, this was good and this was a decent performance from Discord and Mia as the commentators for this event. Now, when we get to this one, you got me on the big screen. Come on, Michelle. Yay. I'm on your TV screen. .tv song. This is Maddie's TV song. I'm on the TV screen. I hope I get to sing that on an actual TV show. That'd be funny. I'm on your TV screen. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat, Piece of Mateo. Can I just say Darlene McBride is very tuned into her aesthetic? Yes, I'm calling her Darlene McBride. I live for Darlene. Another person who I could not stand there. I was like, I don't know about this girl. The show's been a wonderful ride for me. It's been Darlene Mitchell and Nene Coco have been big surprises for me in terms of like, I love them. I want them to do well. Like, send them love. I love them. I wasn't really moved by Mandy. And I'm going to tell you why. I thought she was fine until Darlene kind of ate this up, all tea, and came in and low-key stole the show with very little in terms of like script. Where my girl Mandy lost me was when she like unbuttoned her blouse and started rubbing it with her titties. And I understand it's like this is sketch comedy. You're going to take it there. You're going to go there. But to me, she was given the Amish role as a bit. And this is coming from me having done some improv before. We're going to find ways to still be Amish and not go there and still be extremely chaotic with the one butter churn. Because I'm not doing I'm not going to do two, but I'm going to take it there. She could have sat on it, like pretended to sit on the butter churn. Do you understand me? And covered it with the back of her skirt and then rolled it up and down where she's not showing her titties, but it's also giving some sort of like, she's going there. Oh my God. Like that could have been also like the vulgarity part she was looking for versus exposing herself, because the Amish woman's not going to do that. She would have been able to cover herself, still keep that bit, and then also make it like, I've never done this before. Eli, like that kind of that's. Do you see where I'm going with my mind? Don't put me on the show now. I will eat, but like that's where my mind would go if I'm like I'm giving an Amish character. Darlene easily is going to go over here and give you like white trash mama. So you know what I'm about to do? I'm about to take it to the Amish level of like, this is a sin, but not go all the way there. That's like if. I'm not going to do it, but here I go. That's like if someone was given the part and was told they're a Muslim woman and they had a hijab, but the whole bit was like, now, like, oh, we got to act crazy. She's like, I'm a derobe. No. A Muslim woman is still going to act crazy, but not derobe now. Like, you have to take certain bits here. And that's where I was like, Mandy was fine until we needed to, like, show out. I don't think it was as bad as they were making it out to be. That's where I agree with all of you. I agree with you on that. I don't think it was as bad as how they made it out to be. But when we got to the part where we needed to do the most, I was like, that wasn't necessary. And the wig came off. And it was, once again, a moment like that. Yeah, I'll be very honest with you. Here I go. Oh, you're going to gag. Because to me, I was like, well, Mandy, I wasn't really living for the fantasy. But to be fair, I thought her runway was fine. They're like, you could have done more. I was like, it's kind of fine. The hooves were stupid, but like everything else about it, I thought was decently sweet and cute. And I didn't think it was as bad as I was like, But when the wig came off and I'm lost in the fantasy here, and then she had to do all this against Darlene Mitchell, not related to the Connors. Yeah, I was like, she went a little too hard again. And it didn't pay off. this part had me howl. I think Mia, this was great timing, comedic timing, especially when it hit your face, and it was like, I think we have a winner. Like it was very good here in terms of that. So I thought that was a decent skit, if you will. Athena was fine as a host. The inner saboteur bit took me away a tad bit. Like Athena was fine. Like it almost felt like it was intentionally hokey pokey because we're doing this RDR live bit, but it made sense. But then when Breyer stepped in, I was like, this no ha's, no whoops, just little and it was like, nah, like you're giving bratty but not funny brat, and we needed the funny brat girl to come out, and to this is just giving annoyance. I also think that Athena did better in this part than she did for the monologue. I thought Athena chewed this part all tea. I was like, this is cute. The little like did a theater, very that like, good evening and welcome to the theater department. She even had the accent it was nice. It wasn't too much. We even had a little, come on, Matt, Basic Instinct. That was the movie, right? Sharon Stone. Come on. Yeah. Very there. Uh-huh. I was like, okay. I said, this is good. This is good, Athene. This was where you shine. And again, you didn't have, this is the part you kind of like, okay, I get to do something different than hosting. And it did work out for you. So I do think that you would have done well in another portion of this as far as, if you got a different role. I think you'd have been fine. Aaron Black, hey friend, all the way out in Vegas. Been gone for a minute, but I'm back. Why am I? Baby, this is not the super chat. I'm doing too much. Been gone for a minute, but I'm back with the rant pack. Doing it up. Is that the song? Come on. Is that a song? Aaron, I need to call you. If I want to do some music, friend, I need you to produce my first song now. You gotta be the production. I know you got the okay, listen. I'm gonna need you, friend, because like been gone for a minute, but I'm back with the rant pack. Ooh, listen, hold on. Not my Ruverse coming out. Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate the super chat. Oh, I enjoy that too much. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. Get into Lipstick Lovers. Call it again. Shout out to Trey. Thank you so much for the Venmo tippy poo. Appreciate you, boys. Thank you. Listen. This was fine. I'm kind of glad they talked about Vita giving sort of I'm reading lines, but I did receive that. But I thought that even though it felt they were doing it that way, that some of the delivery was fine. I wasn't too bad about this, to be honest with you. I was like, I thought she was going to be safe, for real. I thought Nene and Kenya were the standouts in this one. Dee was definitely giving me what I needed when it came to that film noir presence of the, oh, you love this person, but not me, but daddy, like very, very that energy. And I loved how that was going. But I did love when Kenya came in as the tester lipstick at a convenience store in this white dress with the way it was. I'm sorry. I thought that was so funny to me based off of the luxury lipstick and then her coming in as a tester. And there's this one part that I thought was a giggle when Kenya was like, and I was rolling on the ground and she does this spin. Y'all, I hollered at that part. I'm sorry, Kenya, sister. When you talk about it, I was rolling on the ground and just did one spin to emphasize the roll. I'm sorry. That should have me hollering. That was funny. That was funny to me. And I hate how that lipstick looks on the top of her head. I am upset. Oh my goodness. Y'all are layering. Right. It was, I'm sorry, Kenya ate this. And I thought Nene and Kenya did very well for this little bit right here. Even the slap was funny. it's the way that Nene, when she got hit by Kenya, would be like, pull. But then when Kenya would get hit, Kenya like a sturdier like slap. So that face would be like what? I was just paying attention to the little nuances they were doing with this. I thought they worked well together. Vita was safe for me. It wasn't the worst, honestly. I thought it was fine, if you will, but I think that the standouts were Kenya and Nene, with Kenya being the one that stole the show. But it was a really cute moment. And I thought this was fine. Things were fine when I was watching this SNL skit, you know? It was fine. It was fine. Ru looks good. This dress is great. Love those thigh-high butterflies. Look so good. They look good. Now, Mama rocked with it, and she didn't lean, but she was rocking with it. It was a left and a right and a left and a right. Grab the mic now. Left and a right and a left and a right. Come on now, left. I said right, and that's what it was, and that's fine. And you do that. I would love to be able to continue to move in reference to my age whenever I get up to wherever stairs I go, okay? Period. Now, Bianca, you can lie to the rest of everybody else with the official official pit stop. That mic was not on. I said that lady was lip syncing down with a microphone, and that's just fine. But I was here for it. I was like, go on, Ru. The dress was lovely. All right. This might have been... I wanted more from this portion. I'm not going to lie. Briar, no. We had to stumble in our words. And then when it was time to get the punch or the joke out, nothing. I was like, no, thank you. And this top, with the way it's covering the neck, looks crazy. No, ma'am. She's still pretty, but chop. Sierra was good. Good. Okay? I almost wish that Briar didn't even get this part and Sierra just got to do both jokes to see how that would have gone down. Not gonna lie to you. Kind of wish it was just one person. And I know it's two people doing the weekend update, which is the Queen's update, but I think that Sierra would have been fine just on her own. And she just got to do the two jokes and they would have actually landed. Oop. The Thor, actually, the pickle bit and all that. Because it was there, but I feel a little bit of the energy being sucked from the first person. And so when Sierra had to do the work, we were already under and we're trying to come back up. That's how I felt about Sierra. And that's why I could understand her frustration in Untucked when it was like, damn, Jane did great. And they told her on the runway that she was the reason why the whole skit was great. But yet here I am, chopped liver as the safe girl, and Briar was the one sucking it up. But did I fall from that? Low key, yes, you did. And I don't want to hate on Briar like that because I live for Briar. But yes, that energy dropped. And by the time you got to your finish, it was like, oh, okay, we're back to evens again. Let's see what we can do. And Jane picked it back up. That's why it felt that way. And Jane ate. She did a good job with the Midwestern mom, don't you know, and all that kind of stuff. And so Sierra's work with Jane was good. Briar didn't have nothing to do with that. It was Sierra and it was Jane doing the work after that. I wish that Sierra got a little bit more credit for it. Gonna be real. Wish she got a little bit more credit for it. Just a little bit. I'm not going to say I'm getting a little Dusty Ray feeling from the whole like narrative of what's going on, but it's giving just a little bit of that. Just a little bit of it. But Jane did good, and I was here for her part. She reminded me of Bobby Moynihan. If y'all know SNL, you know who I'm talking about in terms of like the physical nature of Jane and this character, and a little bit of drunk uncle, but also like cross that out and just do the polar opposite of that and give like full on, you know, I'm a big supporter of the community sort of bit. But Bobby Moynihan was one of my favorites on that show. I loved him for damn near every weekend update, period. That man is funny. He was funny. Drunk Uncle was one of my favorite characters. Oh my God. Like the way he would like go into like a whole like spiel and then go. I'm sorry, it used to be. Oh my gosh, I gotta watch some of those skits later. Hey y'all, thank you for tuning in. I'm seeing some people come into the chat, and you're in the live. Bronwyn, my love, huggy hugs to you. Y'all, I've met Bronwyn in person, so I have to give a little bit extra here. How you doing, Bron? I hope you're doing well, baby. Thank you for being here. And Livy Live, is that how that is? I think I got that right. My eyes are having to like this one, the one with the astigmatism's doing this. How you doing, babes? Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, become part of this Rampack family. Appreciate y'all for being here today. Hope your Saturday is good. Drop a little bit of love if you feel like it in the tippy jar, the paypal.me/Matty-Rants, cash up $924, and Venmo.Rants. But if not anything else, you got to hit that like button and get in the comment section afterwards. And I love that I see all of you here. Hope you're doing good. Hope everybody's doing good. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, I almost said plain. As I wear plain Jane's merch, but no, Jane Don't did really good. Michelle, I gotta give it to you. I was here for the little tappy bit at the beginning. I was like, oh, Michelle in a glittery pants. Whoa! I was like, come on, Michelle. That was kind of fire. I said, Miss Thing said, thought this whole little intro bit into the Michelle show was really good. And I'm going to tell you, this was my favorite skit. It was my favorite skit. I thought Mikey played the perfect. If you've seen the SNL skits, you know that someone sort of plays, they may not have all the jokes, but they're a really good straight man through to where the scene can follow along and we can continue to play. Because Mikey was doing a good job, but Juicy, honey, when we had that accent and we put it together, and it was like, no, we're not going to do all of that. Okay, listen, I need you to listen to me right now, okay? Like, it reminded me a little bit of Rosie Perez a little bit, like in, Very That, but also had a little bit of a different sort of feel to it. There's characters that you've seen at salons that act that way when they come into the room and it's like, excuse me, who are you? What is going on here? Right, like Very That, letting you know I'd be ready for that role. I'd be ready for this, honey. That's why I was really enjoying it. Mm-hmm. It reminded me of that Bob's Burgers episode when Linda dreaming to go to New York. It also sounds a tad bit like Gretchen, but feminine, if you think about it from Bob's Burgers, where it's like, Linda, come over here. I'm going to do your hair and do all that. But I liked this character where it was like, honey, she looks like Jack A. She looked like Jack A. Down. Eve, I said it in my reaction too. I was like, this is her physicality reminded me of Jack A. Very that, like, oh, I'm gonna come up with me here and all that, very that kind of stuff. But she was giving very much that lady in them. Who are you, Miss Girl? Like, what are you talking about? I loved the way this was done. And I love that Juicy just went in it and said, fuck it. Because everything that was coming out, it didn't feel forced. Right? It did not feel forced at all. It was so smooth. I was proud of her. I was like, come on, Juice. Like, do not ever doubt yourself in these situations. Like, you kind of got the right character. And the whole bit, like, Michelle's from Jersey, play with that. Play with that as many times as I know we have watched Jersey Shore. Some of us have seen South Park a billion times. I'm going to play It's a Jersey thing. I would be playing the fuck out of that. Juicy did really good. I was here for it. Very here for it. I love an East Coast accent, by the way. I have an affinity for those. I melt when I hear somebody from New York talk. Oh my God. It's something about an East Coast accent. It'd be so aggressive sometimes. You'd be like, yes. Well, yes. I miss New York. Let me live. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, baby. I'm so into Juicy. I almost forgot about Arya Stark. Thank you so much for the super chat. I can't. Juicy low-key did steal the scene. And I know Mikey really wanted to get like that shine this week, but baby, I gotta give it to the Juice. It was loose. It was loose. I'm telling you. Yeah, this was a very cute skit, but shout out to Juicy because yeah, she did embody the role very well, and I was here for it. So overall, I thought it was nice. It was a cute run through, a good little RDR. It wasn't like the most funny thing on the planet, but we had some real big standouts that happened from this, and I think that needs to be commended. So to me, it wasn't a horrible episode. I like the little RDR bits, but some people are really going to hit it and some people aren't. And then those that end up kind of sucking a little bit of that out of it, it can take you away from, the momentum that some people are giving. So yeah, it was good. It was good. Jane had a little bit of a moment and got emotional and was worried about being in the top and people hating her. And that if she wins, it's going to be cool and everything's okay. I like her, but the way I just would be sitting here, let's say if I was in the bottom 2 times and this lady was like, I don't want anybody to be mad at me if I win. What? Okay, calm down. It's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna drag her, but let's keep it 100. That's kind of like please think of the room when you having those kind of moments, just a tad bit. Got the 2 babies coming up, right? Like these 2 children, these like, girl, I'm thinking about 30 plus sister. Like, what is going on? I said, Jane, pull it together because you ate this episode low key and you should be proud of it. Like, no shade. Yeah, she's a Pisces. I think that's what she was saying. She's like, here go my Pisces nature. And I was like, sister, come on. Like, you good, Jade. Like, please, I really pray she does not get in her own way this season. Because this sometimes comes out and then the performance. Like, mind you, she's upset that she's doing well. Like, God forbid we get to a point where she's going to do something that she's great at, but then she self-doubt herself. Like, I don't want to be like, please don't do that. I swear to God, because I like her a lot and I want her to do very well this season. But I really hope that we do not get in our own way. Okay, please. Oof. Talking to somebody who had literal work on the inner saboteur part of my own makings, so that's why I'm seeing it in Jane and I'm going, please do not let those voices get in your head. Do not allow the doubt to start to spread, because once it gets in there, it is hard to get out and you got to do a lot of work for that. And you don't want it, sister. Like, let it go. You're doing fine. These bitches need to catch up. It is what it is. You hear what I'm saying? Like, they need to catch up. Like, you're doing for episode 3, continue. How are you going to tell us that you used to work for the Secret Service? And then this is me. Which Secret Service was it, Sierra? Shout out to the Marvel stuff and everything else, because I think their work is great, but I'm over here going, what? Now hold on. come here. Who was in office when that happened, baby? So now, where were you? Now, wait a minute. I was like, girl, I said, wait, you do makeup and this, that, and the other. So are you making masks and stuff for these people so they don't look a certain kind of way? Are you the reason why there's been problems going on? Hold on. Actually, real quick, because I said I was going to do this until things were going to be a little bit different. And it's because it's happening in my country and in some people's backyards, to my babies in Minneapolis right now, in Minnesota in particular, wherever in this country, in this state, and things that are happening the way that they're happening. I'm sending you love. I am praying for your protection and your safety at this time. Okay. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart down. Okay. I have been watching, I have been witnessing. It is ridiculous. And that's the most I can say on this platform without getting in trouble. So again, in my babies in Minneapolis, Minnesota in particular, and everything that's going on out there, because I'm not asking of you to do anything and I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm going to tell you what I am doing myself. I am praying for your protection and your safety right now. I can't say no more than that, but you know exactly how I feel. And I said it in my reaction video. So send in my love. Because what? I'm sorry, what? Please be good. What? But like, again, can't be shocked. But I'm sorry I had that moment just because we brought up the Secret Service. That's why my brain went there. But I just need to make sure every video that I'm doing until whatever's going on, I'm going to have to say something, because absolutely not. I literally wake up and watch things like that, and it's terrible. So anywho, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Come right this Rant Pack family. And just a reminder, this is a show for entertainment purposes only. Okay. But yeah, go ahead, Secret Service. Go ahead, Sierra. Rue looked good. Rue looked good this week. I loved all of this. All of it. All of it, all of it, all of it, all of it, all of it. Lady, you come out in this kind of regalia more often. And I don't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. It seems appropriate for your stature and your resume, if you will. Like, it's giving real rich bitch. It's giving real, I am that girl. It's not giving, I'm playing on the corner still. No shade. And I loved all of it. The head to toe, it was nasty, but I love what's going on over here. All of this was needed. The way she even sat in it, I was like, bitch, you look expensive. Please, often. All of this. All of it. I was like, oh, you look good, baby. You look good. The muggy was wugging. Okay, Raven put on all of the Negro mode right there. It was great to go. She said, we're going to do a black person's face today. I know that's right. Didn't paint her no beige and orange. You said, make sure she's my color. I loved it. Go ahead, sister. Michelle, you look good in this pink with this honeydew curl you got going on right here. T.S. Masson, you know I love you forever, sister. You're my Libra sister, and I love you down forever and ever. And you got to say one of my favorite things ever. Is this bitch on? Is this bitch recording? Forever. I didn't say anything crazy. What are y'all talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I didn't say anything. Oh my gosh. And then Sarah Sherman. We love a good dead in the eyes, lady. But yes, I was here for Sarah. She can be funny sometimes on SNL. Sometimes. Let's get into the runway. Raven said yes to chocolate that day. Well, you know. The terms and conditions on that app are a little bit different, so she can't say what they want like they used to. Booty, booty. Ooh, stop booty. Let's get into this Animalistic Runway. Again, hit the like button, share, subscribe. Come by this Rant Back family. Appreciate y'all so much for being here today. Hope you're having a good day and a good time. If you want to drop a little tip in my jar, please and thank you. It's paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $, Matt924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. Thanks for being here. If you want to throw a number on the board in the live chat so that way your voice can be heard about how you feel about said outfits, here they go. 1, 10s across the board, everything, she's that girl. 2, it's okay, either for the high or the low. All right, it's a standard mid number. It's a safe look. I wouldn't put her in the bottom over it, but it's not my favorite. 3, it's a chop. Boo. Boo Wendy Sister Burger, boo. And 4, hell. Hell on earth. If you really want to give that girl the top look of the week, give her a 0. That means she's infinity. Infinity, honey. but not Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, not that, because that was a terrible fucking game, a awful, awful, awful game, and they ruined the franchise. Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 will still be that girl, as well as Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Boop. All right, let's continue. Discord Adams is an albino alligator. The purse is everything. The look, I was cool with. I was cool with the look. You know, something about it reminds me a little bit of Alexander McQueen, I think, is where my brain was going a tad bit. I may be off with the reference, but I also enjoyed a tad bit of it. The alligator's on the shoulder, and that's an alligator print that's, you know, used for the fabric here, as far as albino alligator. I know at the Houston Zoo, we had an albino alligator, and it was like one of the biggest attractions that we had. But the purse is what was selling me. That was selling me, and the eyes were moving a tad bit. So I give the purse a 1. I give the outfit a 2. I give the walk a 4. But the purse, I was like, that is sickening. I was living for the purse. I was like, bitch, I live for that purse. Now, Mia Starr as a pink poodle. It is a heavy 2. And the way I can't chop it, because I think she looks so pretty. I cannot chop it. And I want to, because I'm like, where's the animal? Like, low-key is just a bunch of puff and we're giving the dog, but I think it looks so fucking cute. I can't help that. And I think her makeup is super pretty, like super duper pretty with this. So I'm giving it a good 2, like a really good 2. Because and the makeup is really great. Like, I was like, oh, love this beat. Love, love, love the beat. And I kind of was here for presentation. So I got to give it a good 2. As much as I want to be like, well, this could have gone a little bit further. I'm like, no, this is fine. It's really cute. It's cute. It's super cute. And I love the makeup. Gave it to the boots too. Mm-hmm. Mandy Mango as a deer. I don't like the hooves for the hands, but I was actually good with this. I am giving it a high 2 as well. I wish there was a necklace, though, because this is bothering me. But other than that, to me, this was better, one of her better looks. Could there have been more going on with this part here in the fungus? Yes. Do I still like that it's at the bottom and it drapes? I kind of do. Kind of do. My only thing was the hooves, where I was like, these motherfuckers are huge on the hands compared to those little ears that they're giving for the fawn and these antlers and all of that. I was like, okay, what is this? But yeah, I actually liked it. Needs something on the neck, because it's just like a bodysuit. It needs something to cover that up. Just something. It would have. I get that we have the gold that's holding this up right here, but something right there. Maybe a little bit of a tuft of hair to give the deer bit. Not too much, but like a little V moment happening right there. Maybe some of the mushrooms that were used, or the fauna that was given on the bottom here, could have been made into something that's like cascading down the neck to give sort of like an earthly deer, or some sort of like deity that's out in the woods that's giving deer mama, like deer mama. But yeah, no, I gave it a 2, because to me this was the better of her looks, and I thought it was clean. It just needed some editing. Darlene Mitchell, I wish she had a heel on so bad, but still had the cow feet, but somehow there was a pump on the back of it, because this would have been a complete serve. It's still fire for me. I'm giving it a 1. I still like it. I just wish it wasn't a flat. I was still like, oh no. When she put the foot down, I was like, no. Not new. Not moo, but no. I just wish she wasn't walking flat-footed so bad. Or she just walked on her tippy toes the whole time. Something. I needed a little bit of arch in the foot. I needed the Barbie foot. I need that Margot Robbie moment. Okay. I need them feet to be arch, baby. But like, I thought it was cool. To me, I thought it was really cool. I had to give it a 1. That was very interesting. But God, when she walked flat, I was like, It's giving, like, versus it reading as a cow, I'm receiving this more as like one of Lucy's zodiac keys coming out, and like Darlene Mitchell is like, what is it? Was it Aries or Taurus? There you go, Taurus, basically. Like, here come Lucy in Fairy Tale, and she's pulling out one of her fucking zodiac keys, and then this is the version of said like cow that comes out versus the muscle head one that loves Lucy. Oh my god, did I just go there for this? Let me move on. I can't believe I just referenced Fairy Tale. Okay, we gotta move on. What is wrong? Let me get out of here. Oh my goodness, I could not finish Fairy Tale. I got so annoyed with that anime. Woo, my goodness. Okay. A deep cut piece of Mateo. Listen, I can't. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, drop a tip if you feel like it. It's scrolling across the bottom or the top, wherever you're at. Let's go. Athena Dion as the White Barn Owl. This was fire. This was fire. Fire. The makeup with the face paint, yeah. The whole look, head to toe, top to bottom, intricate as fuck. Yes, loved it. Athena 8. This, I think, is what a lot of people were looking for. No shade. I liked a lot of what Athena gave, but this is where I was like, oh no, mama, you unequivocally, this is okay. And it was the presentation too. When she took off the whole outer coat bit here and then just gave the rest of it, I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Severe. Very severe. Oh, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. Top to bottom. I know Harry's gonna love getting that note. Come on. Send me to Hogwarts. Hold the JK. Star Booty. Briar Blush as a swan. The runway song is growing on me. Booty, booty. Star Booty. You got to give a little shimmy when you walk for that. Just a little bit. I like the dress. The mask doesn't do anything for me, but I do like the dress. Yeah, the instrumental is kind of a little vibe. You just want to little bit, little shimmy, stop booty. I like the dress. Didn't like the mask. To me, belongs on a different outfit. But I love the dress. High 2, close to 1. Like if I gave it in the 1, it's like 1.9 because I thought she was super pretty and I love this dress again. But I also was like, kind of wish you went for a black swan. Kind of wish you just went there. I know she wanted to do the white swan because like they're more aggressive, but I was thinking to myself, kind of wish you did it in black all the way through. It kind of would have ate a little bit more for me. Just a little bit. But I also still think that it's super pretty. Yeah, I wanted it all black. But yeah, I thought it was still pretty. Vita Von T star Zebra. Can I get to the face real quick? This mug, my God. I like the fact that she made the zebra snout on the mouth, so it's actually correct, and it's not like we're just doing a face. It's like, no, I want to give like actual fucking zebra. Like you low-key have 2 faces for a zebra right now. That is one of my favorite parts of this. That's one of my favorite parts of it. I was like, I liked it personally. I also like the story because there's claws on it and it's very much giving a zebra that survived an attack recently. The ears were taking you out of it. No, I kind of lived. I did. I don't know. I live for it. I'm giving it a 1. Yeah, I was here for it. And you see how the hooves don't look crazy? Like it's just giving like the fingers a tad bit. It's not overly done. Yeah, that's kind of why I liked it. Very much. Can we talk about Nene Coco's outfit now? Can we talk about the poison dart frog? Can we please? Can we please? Can we please? This is so polished. This is so, like, if you're gonna do a bodysuit, bitch, come here. You hear what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna do a bodysuit, you bring this to the yard. Like, oh, I love it so much. I love the way the colors go into this. I love how the bodysuit is designed, full T. Love the hands, love the makeup, love the wig. Love that the wig is the frog's head with the eyes. Love that. It is aesthetically so pleasing to see, all of it from the top to the bottom. It's so aesthetically pleasing. I am such a stan after this. Like, I already liked her, but I was like, bitch, this is actually super fire. Super fire. Oh, the eye makeup, severe. And she made this. As did Vita. I'm here for the girls that are sewing this season. I love it. Love it. Kenya Pleaser is next as a tiger. A pimp tiger. So low-key, Lucius Lyon. Oh, no, let me shut up. No, it's not. What's that man's name? I can't. I'm giving this a 2 because I was pleased by it. It's not the best thing ever to me, but I thought it was like I like the print or something on this or whatnot. It didn't fully give me animal, but more so like in the vein of an animal, like a pimp. I needed her to have a cane. I was a little mad she didn't have no cane. That walk though with the arms, if you can call Discord shit iconic, I'm sorry. When this lady started swinging them arms like that, I hollered and I was done. And I said, keep it. Yep, we're good. Yep, she can. Yeah, that's why it's getting my 2. Her presentation is so fun for me. It's an okay outfit, but the way she was walking, I was like, Kenya can do no wrong. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I like me some Kenya. That's the sister. It's family. But yeah, it was so funny to me. I loved it. Like the little do-rag on there too. Sierra Mist is the chameleon. Do you agree with Bianca that this was too much? If you watch the pit stop. I like this. And I don't want to be ashamed of fucking liking it now. I do think there are some things I'd change about it, but like, I think it's fucking creative as hell. Like, some chameleons do, but they're not that long. I will say that. But there are some chameleons, but not like that. One thing I know from a chameleon is not the horn specifically, but I always thought there was a little bit of a snout that has like a curl that goes into it versus the horns on the head. But I am familiar with that look specifically. Like, because again, I worked at a pet store for many years and I used to have to sell chameleons. I don't know it as this, but I know it from the snout, like the being like a little like that. But Drewski, I want to slap the taste out of your mouth just for that comment, because who are you and where did you come from, and get out of here. Some chameleons do, but Jade don't. I love a good corny joke. That was funny. I don't know. I was interested in this. The Jackson's Chameleons has horns. Thank you, Miami. See, that's why I was like, I feel like I've seen them with horns now, because this one's not giving, like, there's certain chameleons that don't look the same, like all green and then change colors. There's some that are like very like depending on where the location of them are. Say like for the Amazon, and then there's other like regions where it's a bit different because of the weather, specifically in the vegetation. Come on, Matt. There we go. There we go. Ah, okay. I wish the tongue was coming from her mouth somehow. That would have been cool. I still like this though. I don't know why. I'm still in. It is a little chaotic. I can see where y'all coming from, but I think this is so interesting to see, and it's very cool. Oh no, a low one, but still a good one. I like it. I'm not taking it back. Jane, don't. Macaw. Jane, you look so pretty. Honey, you look really, really pretty, baby. When I tell you your hair, this little fastener on top of it, your beat right now, girl, you are fucking pretty. Don't you get out of your goddamn head. You are pretty, sister. I was like, oh, Bianca talking about, oh, I don't like the interpretation of this. I said, hold on, sister. Wait. This is past just cute. This is gorgeous. This dress is beautiful for a macaw. It's not the literal interpretation, but something about it still feels like we're there. Like we're still here with this. This is gorgeous. I love everything about it. Listen, if you don't like it, it is okay, y'all. This is your opinions too. Okay, Maddie's changed, okay? I'm telling you. Hold on, y'all. Thank you for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, subscribe, come by this Rant Pack family. Someone asked me a question on Patreon I really need to answer right now because I actually know what's going on. Try downloading the Vimeo app as well. That's where the videos are uploaded to. And when you click the link here, it will pull up in that app. And you should be able to then watch it in the background. I got an iPhone and mine works that way sometimes. Okay, sorry. No, this was important because I know some people like to watch videos on Patreon and you want to minimize the video and then look at it that way versus like going through the website or whatever because you're multitasking on your phone and it can be difficult. So I like sometimes if Patreon is not doing it for you, because sometimes the apps just don't work like that, I always tell people to download Vimeo, the app itself that I actually upload through, that is I'm allowed to go through Patreon. And so whenever you click my links on Patreon, it'll just pull up the Vimeo app itself because you won't be able to access it directly through the Vimeo app. You have to go through the Patreon first. But if you have the app, it will pull the video there and you can minimize it and then you can do it that way. That's how that works. If it does not work, I do that, mate. See, I told you. See what I'm saying? Like, no worries here, y'all. I told you I have been in therapy. I have really gotten over a lot of myself. We can be sensitive sometimes, yes. But like, do not worry. Unless you're just coming at me on some insulting kind of stuff, I'm a bit different when it comes to like, hey, I got a question or I have a critique. Okay, cool. Understand it. Totally get where you're coming from. I'll either add or I will subtract. And that's just how we got to go. That's all we got, right? But Jane, you look good, baby. Go ahead, sister. Mikey Meeks, who I love so very much, but this Terry Mugler reference, I'm worn out with. No shade. I'm giving it a high 2 because I like Mikey and I think she looks pretty. But I was like, it's cool. I do love a Mugler reference, but it's cool. It's fine. It's a little flat, little flat, little flat. But yeah. This look kept Mikey out of the top. Maybe. Could be. Possibly. Maybe. No, I think Mikey looks good. I just was like, compared to some of the others, I was like, it's fine. It's good. It's okay. The face will always be a 1. That muggy is wuggy, but Because then Juicy come out in this. And the pangolin, of all things. Okay? A type of anteater for that matter. Bitch, what? An endangered species. Pumping through. Very Met Gala. Very avant-garde. Very, very sickening. Very, very that. Even the nails are very much attached to the pangolin. If you've never seen the animal, the nails are curled. Sevilla. I was like, oh my God. I thought this was everything. Loved it. All of it. Through the roof. /use dig, bitch. Okay. Grant us an extra turn. All right. Super effective. Thank you. Dummy putting out a fire fighting type against a rock type. You want to lose. Yes, the pangolin episode from South Park. Ice's work. I love that you know that reference. Okay. Are you ready? Oh my God. It was about Randy, and it had something to do with Disney. And it was like Randy had like with the pangolin and then caused everybody to like get sick, and it was really his problem, and he tried to solve it. Oh my God, that was wild. It sure was. And then the way they do Mickey Mouse on South Park. What's this about you not want to wear your purity rings? And you too, are gonna get on stage and do what I want. No, but I love this. This was gorgeous. Quite fabulous. No, what's this up here? I'm sorry, I can't. You would have that little laugh. When they were making fun of the Jonas Brothers. Baby! I got a ring on my finger in my pocket if I wanted to. We don't want to do this anymore, Mr. Mouse. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, move on. Come on, Matt. That was my favorite episode. Baby. Oh my God. Okay, so my friend has been pushing me to do more TikTok videos and more skits with my voices and character work. And is like, Matt, please go to the wig shops. Please order some dumb wigs on Amazon. Just get a whole box of them, if you will, and just buy a bunch of cheap ass shirts or go to the Goodwill and start doing some fucking characters. And it's Bleecker who told me this, but we be on the phone and I will just randomly go into these moments with them. And Bleeker's crying is like, why are you not putting this on the internet? And why are you not like really embracing your possibly 75 different personalities that are in your brain and all the voices you've held over from the TV shows you've absorbed over the years? And so, yes, I am working on that, and you will be seeing more stuff like that from me. And this also has something to do with Piece of Cake coming back. So again, a lot of you learning about yourself and learning to get over yourself is growing up. And sometimes it takes us a little bit longer to get there, but it's the truth. I had to get over a lot of myself because there was a lot of doubt in there, but it's also, yeah, I wouldn't want to do those kind of videos though. Not you, oh, America. That made me, that really did elicit a chuckle out of me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Piece of Mateo, Larry this week. Thank you for the super chat. I cannot. Okay. I feel bad for Mikey because, bitch, RuPaul, this was weird. They're going to, like, tell a certain group of people that they're safe, and then everybody else is still on the stage. And so Mikey's like, bitch, okay, they already called the safe queens. It's in the bag. We got it. Pushing through. No. Chu did proceed to say some other names, and you are also safe. Gagged her quite a bit. I said that they played with her. They played. That was for TV. And then we got our tops and we got our bottoms. Darlene Mitchell, Jane Don't, and Juicy Love D'Honor in the top with Mandy Mango, Briar Blush, and Vita Von T Star being in the bottom. Do you agree with the tops and bottoms this week? Do you agree? I don't think Vita was that bad personally, but I kind of get it because the scene, they were the most underwhelming in that scene. Briar, I can see being up there. Mandy, for me, in reference for that, yes, I agree with that whole term here, but I wasn't Drewski. I disagree, but I get it. I think people were really liking Mandy this week, and I personally just didn't see it. I thought she didn't do what she was supposed to do with that role and sort of broke character because she was trying very hard to match Darlene's energy. And it was like, you are an Amish woman. You did not have to go there just for a giggle. And it kind of failed with that wig coming off and everything, just like the last time you wanted to dance on this stage, that wig coming off, and now it's my hair. And it was like, okay. Briar, I think, was the worst, though, and deserved her bottom placement. I still think Mandy did a decent job this week, but I didn't see Vita having to lip sync this week either. Juicy wins the episode. And you know what? I think that's great that Juicy won, because Jane now doesn't have to worry about being a front runner, or at least sharing that position. She can kind of relax now. Well, I love you, Jane, but I'm sorry. The sigh of relief when you didn't win and it was Juicy and you just nodded like, yes, great job, Juice. I was like, oh my good girl, if you don't take your W's, please, sister, please. Oh my goodness. But then to me, I thought Juicy winning was a great storyline, and it was very much I am doubting myself. I don't know if I can do this. I'm really concerned. This is not my wheelhouse. She got her partner who loves SNL and who loves stuff like this, and was helping them out and giving them confidence, on top of, like, you know, even getting the bit at the stage where it's like, you're doing a Michelle sketch in front of Michelle. That's scary. Oh my God, da-na-na-na-na-na, to then do so well in that challenge and surprise all of us, and then come out on that runway and pee. That's why I think Juicy won. It was a runway that was severe. It was an unexpected turn, as well as it not just being good, but really great. And it kind of worked out. So yeah, I think that win was a little bit deserved. And I think Jane also, if Jane got another W, I wouldn't have been mad at that either. Truthfully, if Darlene had a heel, I think it would have went to Darlene. Had the least lines and got the biggest laughs. I think if Darlene had a little bit of a different edit with her runway, it would have been a possible high contender for that. But when RuPaul said glaring issue, like RuPaul made a deal out of that. She said that fucking flat damn near took all them points away. And I was like, ooh, Darlene, see what? Don't do that again, sister, because she wanted to give you a W this week. High key. But good for Juicy. I was happy she won. I was here for it. She got one over the mama. Let's talk about the lip sync, because it's Briar Blush versus Mandy Mango. Love in Real Life by Lizzo. I would like this not to be ever performed again. Not my favorite Lizzo song. And then these two. Again, somebody doing the most when it's not necessary. The other one was, you know, doing their job. I will say Briar was doing their job personally. You know, a couple of the same over and over again moments happened. Her running into Mandy was hilarious. This is a perfect example of a dip not ever being a dip, because this was not a dip. If you saw how this lady got down and her knee is already here to where she's positioning herself to then pump that leg up, that is not, no. I was like, what is this? I said, oh my God, this lady. So I personally was less offended by Briar's movements than I was by Mandem's, but like, it wasn't a great song. Rue hated it. Did you see Rue's face for the whole lip sync? That lady was like, I also don't understand. Like, when I was listening to the song, I was thinking to myself, do y'all have to get naked? Did you have to? Like, you had to. Like, you needed to take all that off for this song in this tempo with this beat, a very joyous number. Like, y'all didn't have to go into a dance off. That's the part that was gagging me about this, where I was like, that wasn't really necessary. A dip to this song or an attempt at that. I don't know. I was like, It wasn't the worst lip sync to ever happen, but it was like, it was a little tad bit like, okay, I would not want to rewatch that one again. And the song wasn't really there. Nothing about the song required them getting naked. Okay, so that's where my mind was, because to me, it was more of a style sort of bit, and it was more joyful in terms of that, where you didn't need a cow like that. That wasn't necessary. It was like, what are we doing? I wish she kept that dress on too and just used it. She could have played real cutesy and ate it low key. They low key just wanted to dance. I'm telling you, the girls were drinking backstage. Get all that liquor sweat out, I guess. Oh my goodness, Mandy out here. I said her whacking is very interesting to see, but yeah, Briar was gonna stay. I think RuPaul was over Mandy. Even if y'all like Briar didn't know the words, and I see that in this chat, I love that y'all are like standing by that, and you should. I was ready for Mandy to go, and I think RuPaul was too. And I think there's still a little story left with Briar. So yeah. That's just kind of how I felt about it. Even the exit line, I was like, ooh. I was like, it's okay. It's all right. It's okay. All right, girl. Like RuPaul was saying, she got to hone it in a little bit. Like, it's there, it is clear, like, and the intentions are fine, but like, she might need to cook up just a little bit longer when it comes to this. Is there a place for Mandy to come back? Of course there is. Of course there is. Especially, we got to prove something, and an early out does not mean that they're not meant for the same glory as others. You better ask Irene the alien bitch. But like, yeah, a little bit more. Let it cook. Let it cook. Because I was like, this whole part of here, mangoes are bad. I said, okay. All right. So what I'm saying. It's okay. Hey. Yeah, get out now. I think Rue's had enough. She's had enough. Yeah, no, she's the second out. Didi Fuego was the first one who was eliminated this season. The poem was a chop. Stop it. Like, I can see like the mangoes on like the page, like I'm opening the book, and then there's that like whole bit of it. The outrage. Oh, people were mad that she went home. Really? Oh my God. Livy, you know what that means? I am not in the world. I'm not in that world right now. It's not coming up in my algorithm. Oh, I love that. That, and I've been busy lately too, so I haven't really been on Twitter and all that other stuff like that lately. People are mad. I thought it was time. I was like, I don't think so. I don't think we're good here. I think I would like to see what happens next week when Mia and Briar get into it. I think I really want to see what's going to go there. Okay, and we still have more episodes to go. Yeah, the girls are mad on TikTok. Oh yeah, I don't be on TikTok like that. I told you I said I'm taking my mental health seriously, and the things that are not good for it, we do not entertain. And I really do mean that. Like, you want to start yelling at me? Like, you saw that guy that came in the chat talk about, are you gay? Honey, I got a show to do. I don't got time to talk to you. I was like, maybe. Might be. Just a little pain, you know, like, come on, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's way more stuff going on right now that's actually serious, and I would like to actually focus on that, plus give a show and entertain my audience, because that's what they ask for. This is why you'll keep coming back, not to hear me complain about somebody's opinions about me or anybody else, child. So, like, very that. Oh my goodness. Libby, thank you so much for the super chat. Girl wrote a novel on the mirror too. Man, go ahead. Y'all are stupid. CB, Bandy seems very sweet, so I hope she gets it together and can come back more polished. She is a sweet girl, and honestly, what Mandy does for a living is extremely important. So, like, Mandy actually does have purpose in this life, like all of us do. We all have a purpose in this life. Don't let anybody fool you, okay? But she's doing God's work out there, as well as possibly there's a chance for her to come back and redeem herself. It's never, just because a girl goes home first does not mean there is no worth there. It doesn't mean that the baby can't, like, push. You know, we may have a little cackle over it, be like, ooh, girl, it's your time to go home. And we may have our little whatever, titties, whatever. But at the end of the day, if I saw her out here in Houston or on a cast somewhere, I'm going to probably pop up to the show. I'm going to wait to tip my $1. Even if I got to throw in the bucket, I don't do hand to hand. But, like, for TV right now, at this time, it was time to go. Like, this wasn't the journey. She got to go. Like, yeah, but maybe another time. And support the dolls, support the queens. Make sure that when you see them out on the road, that you give the girl a tippy poo, show up to the show, cheer, okay, and be there for them and buy their merch. That's what we can do. Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever done yet until that person goes, I don't want to do this no more. Oh my gosh, I did miss it. I'm so sorry, Ninetale. Please forgive me. Thank you so much for the super chat. Someone's going to say I'm evil and say I don't care about these. They already did the last time that happened. They need to do Sunday service and not DD4L. I think you're kind to give them dancing dolls. I think you're very kind to give those two dancing dolls. I think you're extremely kind to give them any bit of Miss D's choreography. Okay? Like, I think those were the moms out there, bitch. Do you understand me? Like, that tell, I hear you now, but how dare you give them DD4L, baby? That's giving, what's her name's mom that always be wearing them red wigs looking a fool? You know, the one that be always jealous of Sabrina, but all low-key Sabrina's a hater too. So, like, it's there. What's that lady, like Sanjay's mama and Brianna's mama dancing against each other? Sister. Woo-wee. I used to watch that show religiously, but then it became like a little too formulaic, and it was also giving very fake at times too. And I was always tired of them pushing in the church sis. You know, the ones that were part of the mother girls coming in there. I said, yo, these are the ones that be saying they want mass for mass, but this is what they give on the show. I was a little tired of that. Then that one dude who was on the show who was a coach, remember the stuff that came out about him and he got arrested? That one, yeah. So it got a little too scripted and TV formulaic for me, and it became less realistic. And I apply that to a lot of the Bravo shows. I mean, excuse me, the Lifetime reality shows, because I used to be an avid watcher of Little Women as well. Like, okay, I'm about to say some shit. Well, hey, friend. I know. It's okay, though. You know, we got a little cute little run today. May Minnie rest in peace. But I'm not going to pretend like that lady wasn't a fucking, like, also garbage in multiple occasions and persuasions and a liar on that show. And I love how people are playing that. Well, she's gone now and she passed away, so we can't like talk. No, sister, that woman was jealous of a lot of people on that show and displayed her insecurities like nobody's business and lied down on that mother. However, it is sad how she passed, and I was hoping she was going to eventually get over herself, but I was very invested in Little Women Atlanta. Very invested. Okay, and I do love It's Juicy, baby. Miss Juicy was everything to me. I don't care what nobody say. Like that whole fake relationship she made up and everything. Oh, child, we're not gonna act like Vinny was a saint now. We're not gonna do it. Her mama getting involved. The PA she did against Juicy when she threw that plate of chicken on her, and it was the plate, baby, not just the chicken, but the plate. I was like, come on now. Okay. But Drewski, thank you for the super chat. All of Mandy's castmates are going up for her on Twitter, and Briar herself said she didn't know the words. Mandy seems a lock for congeniality, in my opinion. That's great. That is awesome for Mandy. I hope she gets it. And I'm glad that the queens are sticking up for her. I felt it was her time to go, and I'm not sad. But I'm glad everyone's taking up for her and they all feel that way. And I'm glad that Mandy's feeling that love. She should, and she deserves it. And I think that's beautiful. But I was kind of happy. I was good. I was quite pleased. I was like, okay, we're good. Next. Who's next? I love you, Juicy. I was fucking with it. I was playing with it because it's like, that is great. But this is so awesome. However, I think that's so amazing. Who's next? Who do you think is next? That is the question. Will Briar continue to get on Athena's nerves? Will someone who was once in the top become a bottom? Will a character who we haven't seen come out of the background end up showing up and showing out? Will Athena ever get a W? We shall see. What was next week? Oh, that's right. It's a sewing challenge. Ooh, I'm so excited. I love a good design challenge. I love a good little... I need a little bit of the sewing machine. I need to see a little creativity. I'm very excited about that. So, and they are going to be in pairs. Ooh. I'm so excited. I know, 2 sewing challenges so early in the season. How could we be so blessed? So I will, whatever is going to happen, it's going to be interesting. So, yeah. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate you for being here today. I hope you had a good time listening to me ramble and rant about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, Episode 3. I didn't go for 2 hours, though. Aha! See? I kept my promise. Look at that. Make sure you hit the like button before you walk out the door, and make sure you leave a comment in the comment section. Comment section, please, and let me know what you thought of this week's episode, as well as who your tops, who your bottoms, and what you want to see going forward are. If you did want to drop me any love in my jar, upstairs or downstairs, that's a scrolling ticker. What you call me? A ticker. Will do. It's paypal.me/Matty-Rants. Catch up at Matt924 and Venmo Matty-Rants. I had a great time talking with y'all today and talking about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, Episode 3. Now, I said... and this is where I am going to have to chew my words a tad bit, but I think it's going to be better if I wait, so that way I can make sure what I give you is actually good. So I have Traitors Season 4, Episode 4, and 5 that I need to release, right? And I still haven't done the Episode 5 reaction for Traitors, even though they dropped 2 episodes, okay? I said I was going to post an edited review on Sunday. I have plans on Sunday, and I do not want to stress myself out. I woke up late this morning. This is me being smart and also owning the fact that sometimes I have really bad mornings where I just can't get the tuck up, okay? So I'm going to post it Monday for Martin Luther King Day, Episode 4 and 5 edited review. I will not be live on Martin Luther King Day. I will not be live on MLK Day. I'm not. But it will be an edited review for Traitors episode 4 and 5. It will more than likely be a 30-minute video, 15 minutes a pop per each of the episodes that I'm going to recap, run through, drag Michael Rappaport for a good little minute, and so forth and so on. So you'll see me Monday for that. And the reason why I'm going to post it Monday is because by the time it touches, the YouTube channel, I'll be at the auto shop. Also, we may do a panel Monday for MLK Day in the evening time. If we don't, it's because I couldn't get everybody together because I'm trying to get everyone's schedules. But I have reached out to the panel to get another episode in this January where we can talk about Drag Race Traitors, maybe something around the time for UK versus the world when it premieres. So be on the lookout for any news about the panel coming out too and soon, okay? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate all of you so very, very much. Let me make sure I got my super chats because I was missing. I got Drewski at the end. I got Livy in there. I got Ninetail. We got Matisse Mateo. I got everybody. Okay. I got everybody's super chats in today. So I appreciate y'all for the super chats. Thank you so much for the Tippy Poo tray. I appreciate you over here. If you did still want to send me any love, it is up there with the PayPal, the Cash App, the Venmo, whatever. But hit that thumbs up button and get in that comment section and let me know how you feel. I will see you later for that Traitors review and for the next live stream. Oh, and let me know in the comment section if you want a DVD stream because I'm feeling a little into the fog lately. Thank you, Enrico, for moderating and everybody else for tuning in. I'll see you for the next one. Bye. Listen.